First of all, I'd like to give a lot of credit to our fans today for being here and supporting us the way that they did, and couldn't have asked for a better day weather-wise, and the greatest rivalry in all of college baseball in front of a tremendous fan base. I also want to give credit to Coach Mark Kingston, his staff, and their team today. What an unbelievable job of fighting back. We were up 6-0, and they kept chipping away, putting together an unbelievable top of the ninth inning there to tie the ball game off of Riley, who's one of the best in the business at the end of the game. What a heck of an effort by the South Carolina Gamecocks to tie the game up after being down 6-0. It says a lot about Mark Kingston and the job that he does of getting his guys to compete every pitch. But how about our guys? We just seem to find a way. And I think, we're now 11 games in. We've had 6 one-run games, and we're 5-1 in those games. So, our guys compete pretty hard as well. The game got it started for us in the first inning. I thought our guys did a really good job when it came to their offensive approaches against Gilreath, who I think is going to be very, very good for them. Really pounds the strike zone, keeps the ball down with a good change-up. But we did a good job of using the whole field. Patrick Cromwell, oppo home run to get things started for us. And I think the kind of swings that we took in the first inning kind of set the tempo for our offense. Cromwell had a heck of a day. Logan Davidson had a great day. In the third inning, Logan got on with a walk. And then, we put together some good at-bats. Chris Williams with a single RBI. Jolly, ground ball RBI. Again, putting together team at-bats. Cromwell, in the fourth, we had 4 hits. Cromwell, 2 strikes, single, 2 RBIs. Logan had another big home run late. And then Wharton in the ninth. Robert Jolly deserves a lot of credit for drawing the walk right there. And, Wharton with 2 strikes on him. Again, great offensive approach, using the whole field, hits the ball off the wall, and we find a way to get it done. So, what a heck of a rivalry series. Glad to be able to get out of this one with a series win here at home in front of a great crowd. I got a little excited there when that run was coming in, but it's what keeps you young. That's why we do what we do. Wear my emotions on my sleeve sometimes, but I know I truly enjoyed it and will really enjoy having the day off tomorrow. But we got to get ready for a big week, but we finished this week with a huge win. Well, something I'm obviously just personally very proud of, but I'm proud of our program. I'm proud to be a part of a program that's been able to do it for 3 consecutive years. Well, really 4 consecutive years. It's been 4 years in a row that we've won this series, and it's because of the competitive nature of our teams. Playing team-oriented baseball. But this year in particular. You got to give Coach Kingston and his team a lot of credit, too. They made it. It was a hard-fought series, that's for sure. We're fortunate to come out with a series win. It's definitely a we thing here, but I'm proud of our players. I'm proud of our program and what we've been able to do in winning this series. For 4 years in a row and 3 since I've been here. It's been a lot of fun to be a part of. But again, we got to enjoy it for a short amount of time, and we got to move on. We got a long season ahead of us, and feel like we're on the right path.
What did you think when you saw Jolly being waved in at third? Were you pretty confident he would make it home?
Well, I knew he was going to make it because the ball passed the right fielder twice. That's one thing as an outfield coach, an old outfield coach. We try to teach our guys in the outfield when the ball's hit over your head, don't let it pass you twice. Sometimes, but the game is moving so fast. I know their right fielder's trying to make a play. That ball's hit on a line, and you're trying to make a play, but you also, you got to try to back off the wall when you can't make the play and play it off the wall. But when the ball passed him twice, I knew he was going to score. It was exciting to watch. That's for sure.
Even after that gut punch in the top of the ninth, things still feel loose in the dugout. What was the sort of business?
Well, I'm not going to lie. That was, we were up 7-5, going into the ninth inning, and again, give them credit for putting together some really good at bats. But we kept it tied right there and gave ourselves a chance And the message to our team's always the same. You got to find a way to win games in different ways. There's going to be days where, pitching and defense wins the game for you, where the offense can't get it going. There's days where we got to score. And today was one of those days. I mean, we were a little bit uncharacteristic when it came to pitching and defense today. I think we gave up 9 free between errors and walks, a little uncharacteristic of our ball club. But even when our pitching and our defense wasn't at its best, our offense was pretty dang good. And that's what's been the biggest thing about our club this year so far is, if our pitching and defense falters a little bit, then our offense seems to pick us up. And on days where we're not swinging the bats very well, our pitching and defense is there. So we're just finding ways to win in different ways, which is a great sign for our club. And hopefully we can continue to remain confident, build upon a huge series win again, and keep playing good baseball.
The way they fought back, did you kind of see it as almost a mirror image, a lot of what you've seen out of your club this season with the comebacks and the close wins?
Well, I know our guys compete, and we preach and preach and preach, compete every pitch, and we just believe if the game's close, we're going to find a way to win it. But absolutely, I mean, we're up 6-0, and Hopkins hitting a 3-run homer. That was when, for me as a coach, anytime you give up a big inning in a game, that's tough. As soon as you give up that big inning that they're 1 strike away, the tying run is in the hole at that point. So instead of it being 6-0, now if they get, 2 guys on base, they can tie the ball game. And the ball was jumping a little bit today. So, that's where, to me, you start getting a little bit concerned as a head coach. That's where you start to feel like we have got to put together some good at-bats. And I felt like you could see, the difference in the game is the back half of the game, their at-bats were better. First half of the game, our at-bats were better. We needed to find a way to score again later in the game and keep our foot on the gas pedal on offense, and we just couldn't do it. Fortunately for us, Logan hit that home run in the 6th inning to give us, another run, our 7th run. And then, at that point, they kept clawing away, and they tied the ball game up. But the free 90 is valuable. It is valuable. And when Jolly walked, it gave us a chance. And that was the difference in the game. We gave Wharton one good swing and a 2-strike count. And he stayed on the baseball and drilled it off the wall.
Monte, what can you say about Patrick Cromwell in the 3-hole, particularly they blocked Seth and he made them pay?
Well, I want to I'm glad you asked me about Patrick Cromwell. Patrick Cromwell is a kid that we recruited to come here from across the country. He was our starting 3rd baseman last year. He struggled some offensively for us, and we took him out of the lineup, and he kept his head up. He kept working, came back this fall. He was a better player this fall, found his way into the lineup this year because he earned it, and now look at what he's doing. He is a major offensive contributor for us, right in the heart of our order, hitting between Seth and Chris Williams, doing an unbelievable job, and he is really good defensively at 3rd base for us. So just that senior that's in his 2nd year in the program, that is a huge, that's the difference in our lineup right now, is having that guy hit between Seth and Chris that gives us so many good at-bats. He's had a couple of huge 2-out hits for us, 2-strike hits for us. He's just done a heck of a job for us.
Coach, you talked about the 390. Logan Davidson was MVP, had 8 walks in this series. Obviously, walks picked the lead off there. He's just seeing the ball real well right now.
Well, Logan gives us team at bats. The thing that I love about Logan Davidson is Logan will always put the team first when it comes to putting together quality at bats and playing good defense. And, he's going to get hot. Hopefully that home run will get him going. But look at the at-bats that he had for us this weekend. Even though his numbers through 11 games probably aren't what he would want them to be selfishly from a team perspective, this guy gets on base for us and he scores runs. And that's a big reason why guys like Cromwell, guys like Seth Cromwell and Chris Williams are hitting well, because Logan gets on base for him. He just has team at bats. And, today he scores 3 runs for us and drives in 2. He won the MVP of this series for a reason, because he continues to fight to get on base to give us a chance to score runs.
Was there any doubt at all that Riley was going to close that thing out, even after it was obvious he didn't have maybe one of his best stuff or his best outing?
There was no doubt whatsoever, 100%. We were going with Riley Gilliam. He earned the opportunity to be our closer, and we were going to leave Riley in that situation, yes.
Coach Hawkins started 2nd today. He's 2 for 3. He brought Green in late for his defense and made the error in the 9th. How important is it to get some consistency there at second base?
Well, we need to develop some consistency there, and we've played, 3 different guys, at second base, and they're all capable of doing really good things for us, and they all kind of bring something different to the table. So really for me, it's just trying to find the right matchup. Hawk's got tremendous power. They were starting a left-handed pitcher. He sees left-handed pitching pretty well. Needs to continue to get reps at second base to get acclimated to that position because he's always played on the left side of the field. But Greeny's a plus defender. I know he didn't make a couple plays. He also turned a huge double play for us, and he made a nice play to hit the bag at second base to shot up on him that a lot of second basemen don't make. So we have to give Green some credit for some of the plays that he did make today, even though, a couple balls got away from him, which is not going to happen a lot with Jordan. And then Birdie's a really good player, too. We just got to try to find a consistent way to get those guys in the game and keep them sharp, and that's what we're trying to do, trying to play. Today, the mindset was to play offense early and then play defense late.